Good evening. I'm Lisa Ehrlich-Rapkin, a proud member of the Board of Directors of RealWorks.
And I'm Bentley Weiner. We're incredibly delighted to welcome you to The Soul of Broadway, a live concert by Brian Terrell Clark.
Brian is an actor, a singer, and a songwriter whose Broadway credits include George Washington in Hamilton and Marvin Gaye in Motown the Musical. Recently, Brian appeared in Ava DuVernay's When They See Us, Cherish the Day, and Queen Sugar.
And tonight, he's going to perform for all of us. We're also thrilled to announce that he'll be hosting the RealWorks 20th Anniversary Gala honoring Issa Rae on May 26th.
So sit back, relax, and enjoy some great music with the amazing Brian Terrell Clark. Take it away, Brian.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? I'm BTC, also known as Brian Terrell Clark. Welcome to my living room. Hey. We just want you to sit back, enjoy some real good, feel-good music today. Is that all right? You at home, you can snap your fingers. It's gonna be a good night. Listen. When I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hurts my eyes, and something without warning, love, yeah, bears heavy on my mind. Day that lies ahead of me seems impossible to face. Someone else instead of me always seems to know the way. Oh, then I look at you, and the world's all right with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be. Listen, y'all, it's a little late where y'all are, but it's a little early where we are. So we got a little energy, right? Shout out to RealWorks. We are so thankful for the work that you do. You continue to magnify and give voice to those voices that have been silenced and squashed. Quite literally, the filmmakers of tomorrow. So we thank you. We're excited to be here. Y'all excited to be here? So I'm gonna take y'all on a little bit of a journey, if that's all right. I grew up in Baltimore, Maryland, and we're gonna take y'all all the way from Baltimore, all the way to Broadway. But first, we gotta sing a little soul music. Is that all right? Let's go. Oh, then I look at you, and the world's all right with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. A lovely day. Here we go. A lovely day. Yeah, y'all sounded good. All right, now that we all warm and feeling good, it's definitely gonna be a lovely day. Again, I'm Brian Terrell Clark. I'll be hosting this night with you guys, and I'm super, super grateful to be here. I first of all want to talk about passion. You know, I really believe that life is this kind of road, so to speak. And passion is like your GPS. It's like your compass on that road, right? And I really have to thank my mother Tanya Young, who is out there. I love you, mommy. I love you, mommy. My mother's watching right now. I really have to thank her. And shout out to Bill Withers as well. Rest in peace, Bill Withers. That was my mother's favorite song. And my mother was one of those educators who understood that it was our job as teachers, as parents, as those who are a part of this community that is RealWorks, to uplift the natural passions and proclivities of young people, right? My mother was a school teacher who became a principal. She was a Sunday school teacher who became a pastor. And so education and uplifting others with love and support was super important to her. Now, my daddy is also on here. And George Clark is a coat of a different color. He didn't really care too much about education. He said, I want to make that money, boy. I'm trying to make that money. And, you know, if my mother was this angel, my dad was kind of like this weird dragon thing. Because my dad, for years, no real talk, my dad for years hid from us that he was on drugs. He went to rehab 22 times. 22 times before, you know, he kicked that habit. And so if my mother taught me passion and love and the pursuit of that passion, my father taught me unconditional love and resilience. And in a crazy way, they both taught me how to fly. This next song is called Good Good. It celebrates love for yourself and love for others. And it's confident in that space. So I want y'all to just kick back and get with us. Kick back and relax. This that real good, feel good music. It's that real good, feel good music. This that real good, feel good. This that real good, feel good music. Yeah, let's go. Hey!
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Baby, I've got the kind of love that'll make you scream and holler. Ooh, ooh. Baby, I've got the kind of love that'll make you rethink your whole future, baby. Yeah.
Yes, I got the good, babe. Giving you all my love.
Giving you all my love.
All I want is your love, babe. Give me all you got.
Yes, I've got the good love.
Yes, I got the good, babe. Giving you all my love.
Giving you all my love.
All I want is your love, babe.
Yes, I like to rock at home. So
Give
give me that good love, baby.
Baby, it's that
So give me that good, give me that good, give me that good, give me that good. You see you in the back, clap your hands. Hey.
Baby, it's that
So give me that good, give me that good, give me that good, give me that good. Hey. Baby, I've got the kind of love that only you can pray for. And baby, I've got that kind of love that'll have you begging for more.
Yes, I got the good, babe. Giving you all my love.
Giving you all my love.
All I want is your love, babe.
Hey, yes, I've got the good love.
Yes, I got the good, babe. Giving you all my love. All I want is your love, babe. Give me all
So
your
give me
love.
that good love.
Baby, it's that
So give me that good, give me that good, give me that good, give me that
Be that
good.
good love. Baby, it's
So
that
give me that good, give me that good. Break it down, snap your fingers at home like this.
Baby, it's that good.
Ain't nothing like the real thing,
Give me
baby.
that good love. Baby, it's that good. Ain't nothing like the real thing.
Baby,
Baby, it's that
so give me that
good.
good,
Give me that good,
good.
Give me that, give me that good love. Baby, it's that good. Give me that good. Give me that.
Take me on. Let's go.
Give me that
Give me
good.
that
Baby, it's that good. Give me that good. Give me that. Yeah.
Yeah. Song's called Good Love. Y'all like that one back there? Song's called Good Love. Yeah, and following that love and following that passion led me to New York City. Now, here's what's crazy. I went to Yale School of Drama to study acting, but I hated musical theater. I know it's a surprise, right? Like, that's where I've built a career. But it was kind of corny to me. I just didn't understand like why people were singing. Like if you're animated, I get it. Like if you're a teapot or a fish or a mermaid, kind of makes sense to me. But if you're just like, the hills are alive with the sound of music, I'm like, I don't get it. I don't quite understand. But I saw a show called Rent that changed my life. And I understood that the stakes of what were going on in these people's lives was so high that they had to sing. It's hot in here, y'all, ain't it? It's hot here in LA. This temperature went up, y'all. We in the valley. Yeah, and so I finally got into my first show, Motown the Musical. Shout out to all the Motown Musical fans and castmates that joined us. And it was an amazing time. But during my first week of rehearsal, I took a 10-minute break. And I got a phone call from my mother that my cousin, who was my age, was shot and killed the night before in a crossfire. And I had to hang up the phone and go inside of a rehearsal and sing What's Going On for the first time. And I was angry and upset, of course, and I wanted to rage against the machine. And my stage manager said something really powerful to me. She said, I know you want to march on Washington right now, right? But let me ask you a question. Did your cousin have children? I said, yeah. She said, start there. And so in our fight for justice and in our fight to uplift all those who are oppressed, sometimes you got to start in your sphere of influence. Sometimes you got to start at home. And the blessing is that Tony, who is his son, is in this room back here with his mask on. Don't worry. Wave to the people, Tony. COVID safety. And, it was a powerful time. I was starting my journey on Broadway, but on the inside, there was so much pain. And the arts allowed me to channel all of that energy. And that's why the arts are so important. I wrote this song called Murderer. And it's a vibe, but it came from a painful place. And so we use our art to celebrate and to move through all the different chapters in life. And this song was one that helped me do that. The song's called Murderer. Listen. On the corner, the boy he used to play with the same sword that carried him away. Now you don't know what to say, 'cause people are dying every day. We cry mercy on you, 'cause you don't know what you do. We cry mercy on you, 'cause you don't know what you do. Murderer, murderer. Now the boy ain't got no father, and love ain't got no home, so we cry. Murderer, murderer. You took the love away, yeah. Yeah, you took the love away, yeah. Hey, hey, yeah. The valley I walk through every day got the shadows that be holding on to me. But the Lion of Judah, you know that he'll break every chain. Yes, the Lion of Judah, you know that he'll break every chain. We cry mercy on you. You don't know what you do. We cry mercy on you, 'cause you don't know what you do. Murderer, murderer. Now the boy ain't got no father, and love ain't got no home, so we cry. Murderer, murderer. Yes, you took love away, yeah. Hey, hey. And every mother's crying, ooh, 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 yeah, yeah. Ooh, ooh. And every mother's crying, no, no, Yeah. Y'all get it from my boy District in the building. Talk to him, bro.
Yeah, I say, oh, people, I feel like nobody watching me.
Yeah.
Rather sit alone in the comfort zone of the ignorant. They think it's just cause they don't get I look to so reduce. Long as we all stay in the ghetto, go ahead and shoot. What happened when the latch is handed down by the poison blue? I ain't saying all of them, but they know who I'm talking to.
Yeah.
Wanna see me as a threat and I ain't even did it. But I'm guilty anyway on account of my digness. I ain't made the move and you steady say I'm resistant. Don't question the rude boys, I'm not ignorant. Hey, to the one that's true to the magic blue, I thank you for your services. The one that's breaking the law that's making me
We
just
cry mercy on you, cause you don't know what you do.
We cry mercy on you.
Cause you don't know what you do.
We cry mercy on you. We cry mercy on you.
Cause you don't know what you do.
Murderer, murderer.
I ain't got no father, and love ain't got no home, so we cry.
Murderer, murderer.
You took a love,
Hey, hey,
you took a love,
away.
yes you did.
Hey,
You
hey,
took a love, yeah.
away. Hey, hey,
You took a love.
away. Hey, hey.
Yeah, that's murderous. That's murderous. Woo. As Lisa and Bentley mentioned, I'm so proud to be hosting Real Work's 20th anniversary gala. Woo, May 26th, y'all. We're honoring our sister Issa Rae, and I hope that you all can join me for this virtual celebration. Issa's artistry and her impact as a change maker in this industry it can be compared to none. And we're gonna get back to this music in a minute. But first, I want to introduce you to some remarkable young filmmakers who are truly, truly the storytellers of tomorrow. Check it out.
RealWorks is a nonprofit in Brooklyn that focuses on pairing teens one-on-one with professional filmmakers to tell their stories and have their voices heard.
My name is Marcus Cochran. I live here in New York City with my family. And this film is about me trying to pursue my dream to be a movie director.
When I first came to RealWorks and they interviewed me, I honestly did not think that they were ever going to choose to have me become a part of their program. That's the thing about RealWorks. They're able to find people that have potential, even if they don't see it in themselves. When they give them this opportunity to make a film, we start to realize that we have this talent that we didn't see before, but now because of RealWorks, we do see it.
RealWorks has kind of taken over my life, especially during the pandemic. I think RealWorks gave me a lot of opportunities and allowed me to explore this side of myself that I never realized before.
Join us on May 26th at 7 p.m. for the RealWorks Gala, honoring Issa Rae and hosted by Brian Terrell Clark. We'd love to see you there.
Listen, y'all gotta join us on May 26th for RealWorks 20th anniversary gala. Listen, we're gonna have so much fun. So much fun. Right now, we're gonna get back to this music. Is that all right? Song goes like this. They say the neon lights are bright on Broadway.
On Broadway.
They say there's always magic in the air.
On Broadway.
But when you're walking down that street and you ain't had enough to eat, the glitter rubs right off and you're nowhere. Take me up, is that all right? Listen, y'all, there's so many amazing people that I gotta introduce in this room. So talented. They say that I won't last too long on Broadway.
On Broadway.
I'll catch that Greyhound bus for home, they all say.
Broadway.
But they're dead wrong, I know they are. 'Cause I can play this here Is that all right? Shout out to Teardra. Happy birthday if you're watching. I gotta introduce y'all to this amazing band. You've already met Zach, my favorite character on Saved by the Bell. Me, Zach, on guitar. We got B. More Scotty on bass, also from Baltimore. My homegirl Michelle on these drums back here. Lady fingers, hey. And my brother, District. I know him as Gabe Rowland. His artist name is District. He is our incredible MD. And now I gotta introduce y'all to these amazing background singers, my lord. Y'all give it up for the group known as God. G-A-W-D, God. Elena and Alana, y'all give it up for them. Love these ladies. They've got a single out called Waistline. Wayside. They got small waistlines, but the song is called Wayside. It's on iTunes and all your other streaming platforms. So besides myself being Grammy nominated for Motown the Musical, you were Grammy nominated as well. We've also got my brother, Jarrett Johnson, who just received his Grammy nomination this year for the vocal arranging and amazing presentation of our national anthem, the African American one. So shout out to Jarrett, and he's also arranged all these vocals today. I want to take some time to say thank you to all of our partners who are helping to sponsor Real Works. Also, all of our folks out in New York. Thank you, Christy. Thank you, John. And all of our tech folks here. Shouting out on sound, we got Jeff. You didn't think I was going to shout you out, but I am. We got Pat holding us down on these cameras. He got us burning up in here, y'all. This light is nice. It's hot, though. We've got Alice, who has been literally riding by my side this whole week to make this thing happen. Am I missing anybody else? Oh, and shout out to Ryan in New York. Yeah? Let's do a little call and response. On Broadway! On Broadway! On Broadway! On Broadway! On Broadway! On Broadway! Y'all sing it at home. On Broadway! On Broadway! On Broadway! On Broadway! On Broadway! On Broadway! Last time, let's go. On Broadway! On Broadway! Yeah, that felt good. So as I told you guys before, my first Broadway show was playing one of my favorite Motown artists by the name of Marvin Gaye. He's also a fellow Aries. Shout out to the Aries. You know what I'm saying? But with the state of the world and the fact that, you know, in this past year, we have survived one of the most horrible global pandemics to ever exist on this globe. It helped me to realize that we have a lot to be thankful for, so much to be grateful for. And at the same time, we have still so much work to do. And so we thank you for coming and checking us out tonight. But again, you know, we really want you to come to that gala and become a part of the powerful, positive work that Real Works is doing. So y'all continue to check them out. Let's get into this Marvin Gaye medley. This is one of my favorites. Miss Chalet on the drums. 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 Yeah. You got me on this, Jared? You know I do. Let's go. Oh, oh, mercy, mercy me. Oh, things ain't what they used to be. No. Where did all the blue skies go? Poison is the wind that blows from the north and south and east. Oh, mercy, mercy me, yeah. Oh, things ain't what they used to be, no. Oil wasted on the oceans and upon our seas, fish full of mercury, yeah. Oh, oh, mercy, mercy me. Oh, things ain't what they used to be, no. Radiation creation on the ground and in the sky. Animals and birds that live nearby are dying. Oh, mercy, mercy me. Oh, things ain't what they used to be. What about this overcrowded land? How much more abuse from man can she stand?
So what's going on?
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 What's going
Mother, mother, there's too many of you crying. No, no, no. Brother, 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 there's far too many of you dying. You know we gotta find a way to bring some love in here today. Oh, Father, Father, oh, we don't need to escalate. No, no. You see, war is not the answer, for only love can conquer hate. You know we gotta find a way to bring some love in here today. Oh, pick your lines,
sister,
and pick your signs.
sister,
Don't you punish me,
sister,
brutality.
sister,
Talk to me,
sister,
so you can see.
sister.
Oh, what's going on?
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 What's
I'll tell
going
you
on?
what's going on. Yeah, Marvin would say it like this. What's going on?
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 What's going
Yeah, we got to ask ourselves that question. What's going on? What's going on? My very next Broadway show was one that I hold super dear to my heart, and I think some of you do too. A show by the name of Hamilton. Yeah, I was George Washington for about 4 or 5 years, shortly after we opened. And it's crazy because my first night on the show was a shift in the paradigm of our country. You know, when the show first came out, it was this huge celebration of diversity. And by the time I got in the show, we had already spoken to Pence from the stage. Yeah, it was a different show. And so here I was playing the first president, George Washington, as a black man. And on opening night for me, the first black president was giving his final speech. And it's a tradition that George Washington began to have that final speech. And it's one of my favorite songs in the show called One Last Time. And while I was doing my first One Last Time, Barack Obama was giving his one last time speech. And I was doing the ugly cry because I don't have that Denzel Washington pretty one tear, still trying to look handsome with the one tear. I got that Viola Davis, my face looks like it's melting snot. It's pouring out of everywhere kind of tear. And it happened on One Last Time. I was like, great, my favorite song on the show. I'm going to boo-hoo cry my way through it. But we did, and I'm going to try not to cry tonight. But we're going to do a remix of One Last Time that Donald Lawrence got a chance to put his hands on. So shout out to Donald Lawrence, and shout out to Chris Jackson, who played the first George Washington. Song is One Last Time. Let's rock. Ooh. one shall sit under their own vine and fig tree, and no one shall make them afraid. They'll be safe in the nation we made. I want to sit under my own vine and fig tree, a moment alone in the shade, at home in this nation we made. One last time.
One last time. One last time.
For the nation we've loved and we've made. Sing it. Oh, teach them how to say goodbye.
Yeah.
Teach them
One last time.
One last time.
George Washington's going home.
Teach them how to say goodbye.
George Washington's going
You and I.
He's going home.
Going home, yeah.
He's going home.
I said George
Washington. He's going home.
History has its eyes.
He's going
I see it does.
home.
Hey, we're gonna teach them how to say
Teach them how to say goodbye.
Yes, we will.
Teach them
Oh,
One last time.
teach them.
Teach them how to say goodbye. Teach them how.
Here we go. Teach them how to say goodbye.
Teach them.
Teach them.
Teach them how
To
to say goodbye. One last time. One last time.
Yeah. One last time. Woo. Well, we are excited. I think we're gonna jump into some questions, but thank you so much for joining us. I hope to see you all on May 26th for the Real Works 20th anniversary gala. And Alice, I think we're gonna jump into some of these questions, yeah? A quick little Q&A before we roll out. But thank you so much for joining us. We've had fun. Y'all have fun? Yeah, we had some fun. We had some fun. Y'all got me missing Broadway. We miss live performance. We haven't been able to get together and just jam out and just, sing in a really, really long time. All right, we got some questions. Here we go. Oh, y'all on here. I see y'all. We've got Mark from Puerto Vallarta in the building. My niece Kylie from Baltimore is here. Charity is here. All right. We've been having some fun on here. I see y'all. Hey, Talia's here. This is fantastic. New York is in the building. Come on, Tiffany Burgess, Wildcats. Allison, I love you. San Francisco. John Eric, come on. Gary, what up, DC in the building? Okay, y'all, we doing a lot of shout outs. Hey, Shanna, come on, Chad. Don't be criticizing my vocals, Chad. I couldn't hear some of this. We're gonna talk later. Hey, okay, what or who is your biggest inspiration? Okay, so I shouted out two of my biggest inspirations, which are my parents. Resilience and love is a deep, deep thing. And unconditional love is something that is a lifelong practice. And I've learned that and I'm learning that with my family. So they are definitely huge influences. Another huge influence is my G-mom, Angela Bassett. You look so great on the Oscars. I just got to say. These folks don't know how to dress on the Oscars no more. But you went up there and showed them how to do it. Teach them how to say hello. Teach them how to red carpet. No, Angela Bassett is a huge influence in my life. Tons. Life is a great inspiration, right? Like when you say that as artists and singers and writers, it's a room full, y'all can't see everybody. It's not a whole lot of us in here. COVID. But there's a lot of artists in the room. And so I would say that life is a huge inspiration. We have any more questions? When will you be back in Baltimore? Well, when y'all get that crime rate down. No, I'm joking. I love home. I love Baltimore. You know, I need a crab cake in my life. Some crabs and a crab cake. There is no crabs or crab cake like a crab cake from Baltimore. I'm sorry, y'all use too much bread. Where's the Old Bay? I need a Baltimore crab cake. Okay, questions. What inspired you to support this nonprofit? Great question, Allison. So when I was younger and my parents were really going through some of the roughest times in their life, was probably when I was in middle school. And what was tricky about that time is you're already hormonally going through a lot. So like you turn to your friend the next day and like they got boobs and they wearing heels and you still watching Power Rangers. You know what I mean? So it was a weird time for me. And so I kind of like closed up. I became silent, like virtually silent. And the only time you would really hear me was around a few close friends, but mostly gospel choir. And it was my Aunt Brenda who actually told me anytime I have a platform to let the world know that it was Aunt Brenda that got me my first acting class. So thank you, Aunt Brenda. Everybody on the Zoom, say thank you to Aunt Brenda. She got me my first acting class, and it really gave me a voice. It helped me to channel a lot of the things that I was feeling. And I feel like the arts does that. It supports us and it gives us a voice. And so if you actually literally go to Real Works website, they talk about giving voice to the voiceless. And how could I not align myself with that? It's literally in alignment with the purpose of my life. The arts gave me a voice, and I vowed that until the day I die, I would use my artistic proclivities to help support giving other people voice. I think that we are torn down, especially in this society, by labels and by ideologies. We're all living these ideas of who we think we need to be. But the power of creativity helps you to unlock what's innate in you, and you can begin to walk in self-authorship, and you can build the life and build the dream that feels right for you. And the arts does that. It's a lot of spaces that don't really allow for it. I mean, they really want you to put your personality into a cubicle. Whereas the arts, especially in our industry right now, you're not even just rewarded for how talented you are. You're rewarded for how truthful you are. Authenticity is a high vibration. And so there's a lot of artists right now. I heard a lot of criticisms of Lizzo when she first came out. You know, she can't even really sing that good. She played a flute like a recorder, you know, all this stuff. But what you cannot touch is her honesty. What you cannot touch is her authenticity. And it pours through her art and it makes people attracted to her. That's the power of the art. You know, you can be who you really are. Not just who you want to be, you can be who you really are. And who you really are is invaluable. And I don't think we're told that enough. Who each and every one of you are naturally is worthy. And we fight so hard to perform to be worthy. And when love is a performative thing, that's not love. I shouldn't have to act a certain way or be a certain way to be loved. And the arts creates the freedom for you to express who you really are in that work. And that's why I had to align myself with this organization. I ain't mean to preach today. You know what I'm saying? Has anything about the last year COVID lockdown, social unrest for sure, changed the way you approach your artistry? For sure. I would say I don't know about y'all, but I used to always be on my grind. I used to hate that term. Like people say, how you doing? I'm grinding. I'm on my grind. And I realized I don't want life to be a grind. Like that's actually not the desire for my life. You know, that's not the dream. I want to work from a place of passion that's so strong that you got to pull me away from the keyboard, pull me out of the studio, pull me off of the stage because I'm just so in love with what I'm doing. That's different than grinding and working hard for success. What I've learned is gratitude. I wake up every single morning and before I look on social media, before I go through my emails or my to-do list, I write down 10 things I'm grateful for. And in this year, I realized that practice has actually been a grounding thing for me. I start my day off having, not pursuing things I don't have. And that's one of the things that we practice a lot in COVID, and it really kind of changed me. It's changed my artistry as well. I used to think I wanted to be Denzel Washington or Will Smith or any of those things. But I realized when you sit still long enough, you can listen to your inner being, you can listen to yourself and find out what kind of artist you really are. And what I realized is it's great being the hired gun, but there are stories that I want to tell that aren't celebrating our pain for the benefit of someone else's learning. We see a lot of that. We put Black and brown bodies on stage and we torture them emotionally and mentally and physically for the benefit of an audience's learning. And that has its place. But what I learned in COVID is that I want to celebrate our humanity. I want to celebrate our art. I want to celebrate our culture. I want to celebrate our love. I want to celebrate the cornrows. They not box braids. That's a different thing. Come on. I want to celebrate everything that makes us unique. And that was a big thing for me during COVID. Come on, we aren't machines. What else is on the horizon for you this year? Great question, Shanna. Hey, Rolo, I see you. Lots of things. It's really crazy that even though this has been a year where everything's been shut down, in a weird way, I feel really blessed and grateful because there's a lot of work, good work coming out. I'm in one of the episodes of Inventing Anna that Shonda Rhimes is doing for Netflix. That's coming out this year. This Sunday, I believe, my new character is introduced on Zoe's playlist. I'll be recurring next season. Shout out to Alex Newell and John and David. Those are my peoples. I literally showed up on set and I was like, I know everybody Black. So shout out to my people at Zoe's. This summer, I did a Disney movie that's a spin on Cinderella called Sneakerella that really highlights, our culture and sneakerhead culture. For those of you out there who are sneakerheads, you'll love Sneakerella. And they kind of flipped the paradigm. So I'm essentially playing the evil stepmother, but it's not the stepmother, it's the stepfather in this. So you guys will meet Trey this summer. I got locks, so don't make fun of me. I'm just letting you know in advance. You're going to see some locks. They look like Killermonger. Y'all didn't make fun of Michael B. Jordan when he had his fake locks in. Okay, I'm just saying. So that's coming up this summer. Okay, I think we got some time. We're going to play around with one more song, and then we're going to roll out, if that's okay. I'm so grateful that all of you came and dropped by. Please, again, support Real Works, this amazing, amazing, amazing organization. I've been trying to get in with these guys for a while, and I'll be hosting their short film festival and then the gala on May 26th. So Gabe and I met how long ago? 10 years, none of y'all business. We met a long time ago in a small club here in California, not much bigger than this living room, called Cozy's. Cozy's no longer exists. And this is why I tell you to follow your passion. At the time, I was on my grind, trying to get that next acting gig, trying to get that next gig. And then all of a sudden, Hollywood was hit with the writer's strike. And there was no acting, unless you were going to be in a reality show, because that's acting too. But there was no jobs. And so I was like, well, what do I do? I guess I'll follow my passion. And I was hosting an open mic night for about $25 a night. But one night, Stevie Wonder walked in. And he sat down and did a whole set. And then before you knew it, all of these music industry cats from LA started pouring in, and I started songwriting for singers like Mary J. Blige, and I was songwriting and singing background and working on my own project, and I found myself in the studio singing on Rod Stewart projects and Celine Dion projects, and me and Michael Bublé got a duet that's real nice. It's called Heartache Tonight. The only other voice you hear on that song is me, wailing in the sky. But we had a great time, and so at Cozy's, it was a place where we could share the platform. And I heard this brother and I was like, yo, you're amazing. You got to get up here and sing. And he had just come from Kansas City, was super green.
Kansas City, Kansas.
Shout out to Kansas City.
County, we in the building.
You know what I'm saying? And so it was just a place where people could come. It was like our Cheers. It was like the singers and the musicians version of Cheers. And we used to sing this song because it had just come out a little while back. Y'all might know it. We're going to close out on this one. Let's go. Y'all sing along at home if you know this. Listen, yeah. I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so pleasant about that face. Even your emotions have an echo. Space. And when you're out there without a care, yeah, I was out of touch. But it wasn't because I didn't know enough. No, I just knew too much. Oh, maybe I'm crazy. are having the time of your life. But think twice, a good God, and that's my only advice. Come on now, who do you think you are? Ha ha ha, bless your soul. Yeah. You really think you're in control? We're not in control. Maybe you're crazy. Maybe you're crazy. Maybe you're crazy. Possibly. My heroes have the heart to put their lives out on the limb. And all I remember is thinking, I want to be like them. Yeah, yeah. But ever since I was little, it looked like fun. And it's no coincidence I've come. Yeah, and I can die when I'm done, but I'm not done, 'cause maybe we're crazy. Maybe we're crazy. Maybe we're crazy. Possibly. Break it down. Listen. Just maybe we're crazy. Just maybe we're crazy. Just maybe we're crazy. Just maybe we're crazy. Oh, maybe we're crazy. Just maybe we're crazy. Just maybe we're crazy. We just workshopping. Let's see. Oh,
Just maybe we're crazy.
Yeah.
Just maybe we're crazy.
Oh yeah.
Just maybe we're crazy. Just maybe we're crazy.
Just maybe.
Just maybe we're crazy.
Just maybe.
Just maybe we're crazy.
Just maybe.
Just maybe we're crazy.
Stay right there. Stay right there. Oh.
Just maybe we're crazy.
Just maybe.
Just maybe we're crazy.
Just maybe.
Just maybe we're crazy.
Just maybe.
Just
Just
maybe
maybe we're crazy. Just maybe we're crazy. Just maybe we're crazy. Maybe we're crazy. Maybe we're crazy. Maybe we're crazy. Let's end it right here. Possibly. God bless y'all. Good night. Much love. Real Works, May 26th. Ow!